I didn't know what to say about it. So I started constructing what later on became what I call a code, or counter-racist code. I just started saying, how should I go about discussing these things when I talk to the white fellows about it, and when they bring it up, or even the black people, the few that was on the little radar installation where we were, Wajima, Japan, and it was about 150 people in that particular unit. It was considered a hardship unit because it was so isolated, way up in the mountains of Japan.
Okay.
So I started saying, well, I'm going to kind of outline something because I don't want to always set off a whole bunch of volatility because I got to work. I got to be here for a year. I got to be here with a small number of people. So I want to always know how to talk about this thing when it comes up. Because we were hearing about it. It was coming in over the news and whatnot by transoceanic radio. And so we knew that it was a very volatile situation at that time back here. So I said, so I want to know what to say at all times when the subject comes up. And that was the beginning. I wrote about 6 pages that later on, over a period of time, when more and more things started coming up about the entire race issue per se, worldwide. Oh, I don't remember. It was very vague at the time. I was just dealing with things as they came up. What do you say? I was asking myself hypothetical questions. What should I say if someone says anything about what I think about integration and segregation? What should I say in answer to that question? So I say I have to orchestrate my answers. And later on I started calling it codifying. All right. In other words, have everything codified in advance. Don't get in a head-scratching mode where you always have to think at the last minute on your feet about how to address these things. Because, you can set off a whole bunch of hostility, and then we have a whole bunch of hostility here at this base. And I saw that wasn't going to be healthy. So I want to approach everything in a methodical, intelligent manner. What's the best possible thing to say about any question that comes up about this? That's the way I started thinking. And then I started saying, well, maybe someone has written something about this. So I'd read Richard Wright's books by then, most of them, Native Son, Black Boy, and all like that.
Yes, sir.
And just about everything I could get my hands on that had to do with the quote-unquote black experience and our race issues in general. E. Franklin Frazier's book and whatnot that I heard about later, and Black Bourgeoisie. You just heard about these books here and there and whatnot. You didn't hear much. But I had kept up with newspapers like the Pittsburgh Courier and the Chicago Defender, the Kansas City Call, black newspapers. And so I knew a little bit about how to approach matters, but I wanted everything to be orchestrated to the finest degree. And I was trying to find someone who had done this. I said, there's a lot of writers out here.
Yes, sir.
Most of them are just telling about their experiences, and they're writing novels and whatnot. But is there a book somewhere that tells a black person exactly what word for word, what to say, exactly, word for word, what to say in every instance, and exactly what to do? What to do books. Where are the what to do books? I hear all this philosophy. I hear a lot of black people like Paul Laurence Dunbar have written poetry. Lots of black people write poetry where, they use a lot of big words and they rhyme them and all like that.
Plays and
you can make plays
songs.
And songs. But where is a book that tells an individual person what he or she can do without question each and every day with everything that comes up in a race issue, and have that thing that they do or say always work to their advantage without fail? Where is that Bible for black people that tells you in detail exactly what to do about every situation that comes up? And I found that no one was writing anything like that. People said, oh, I don't know, and then they'd refer to some book that gave you a whole bunch of philosophy and whatnot, and a whole bunch of experiences. Black people, you know, at that time and even today, are excellent at writing, you know, about the problems they had on a job and the jobs that they lost, how many people called them names in a certain place, and how they had to move from one place to another. These were all experiences. But where is the how-to-do book? Where is the how-to-do book? Where is the how-to-do book? So I said, well, I can't find one. Maybe I better write one.